Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I finished the heavy duty walking stick. I won't show you it properly yet, but what I'll do first is I will show you the footage of it being made, so you can, cause this is a how to. This will be the tutorial showing you how to make it, and then I'll show you the finished article at the end. Right, so once you've got your metal collar, we'll start with that. So you want to get a piece of steel that's the same thickness as the hoe handle, and then we'll file that wants to be about 1 inch long, that piece of metal. We're going to cut a little bit into the end like I'm doing now with a hacksaw. You do any saw, just 2 or 3 mil in, about as thick as the walls of that tube that you're going to put on, the cap that you're going to put on. So just go round, turn it round, just gives you a nice edge to work to. You don't even need to do this, but this I find the easiest way to get a nice edge. And then just get a rasp file or any kind of file. You could even do this with sandpaper, and then just file around so that the collar will fit on. I'll use like quite a rough rasp file for this. So this is what you'll get. So that's the kind of end you want. Try and fit the cap on. If it doesn't fit, hammer it down a little bit, and then you'll see where the bits sticking out are, and you can file those off. So I've got my cap on now, but mine wasn't quite straight, the cut, so I'm just straightening it off now and just smoothing down the end. And then I put it in this is held on quite tight anyway, so then I just round over the edges on a belt grinder. Just smooths it up, and now you can do this with sandpaper as well, you know. So yeah, just smooth it over with whatever you've got, whatever you want to use. Like I said, I used this little belt grinder because it's quicker. Smoothing down the edges. If it's slightly smaller than the wood, make the wood taper down to it. So there's your end on, but you need to fix that on. So you could glue it. Right, what we're going to do now, we'll do that in a minute. What we're going to do now is round over the end here. So again, just rasp files, or you could use a belt grinder, or you could use an angle grinder with a, anything. I just use hand tools because I find it the easiest thing to do. Less messing around, So just keep rounding over the top till you've got you'll see, quite a rounded over end. You want to come quite far in. Yeah, just keep going with the rasps. Then you could sand it or use a belt grinder like disc. That's a disc sander on the end there. Just speeds it up, smooths it up a bit quicker. So now I'm using a half round rasp file to cut in a groove around the top, and this is what creates the sort of ball on the end, because it's not quite a ball, but you'll see what I mean. So keep going round and round and round, and I'm taking some off the side as well while I do this, because it's fatter at the top. You want to make the part underneath this handle bit as thin as the rest, so you can see it coming together there. I'm gradually working my way round and also thinning out the edge lower there. So there it is. I'd do some more, but that's getting there to how I wanted it to be, the little knobbly handle bit. So now drill a hole in the side of your ferrule. You could glue it on, that's what I was going to say earlier. You could glue it on, but I'm going to drill a hole, then I'm going to countersink that hole, and then I'm going to put a screw in. That'll hold it, the easiest way. You could put a nail in if you wanted to. So there's the countersink, then I'll just put the screw in. I don't show myself doing the screw though. So now I'm just doing a little bit more work on the top and the sides here, finishing off the roughness of it, make it as smooth as possible. Yeah, and it's getting there. It's virtually done here. All sanded, and then I'm gonna finish it now. And in the end, I finished mine with some Eco Varnish, which is just a clear varnish, and I'll just put it on with a sponge so you don't get any brush marks. You could put it on with a brush, you know. Also I use a sponge because it's the easiest thing to find for me as well. If I have to dig around for brushes, I can never find any. Right, that's it, and that's it done. Yeah, so there it is. Didn't take long to do really. Only about 2 hours using very simple tools. Didn't do the oak finish in the end, I just did a clear varnish on it. I could have finished it slightly better because I did rush it a little bit. I could have got rid of some of these burn marks, but the basic thing is there. It's got the nice large steel ferrule on the end, screwed in, that won't come off. That is recessed in so it's the same thickness as the shaft. And then the head came out quite good, I thought. Like I said, I could have got rid of a bit of this black here and shaped it in slightly more there. But that's good enough for me. It's got, you can see it's got a sort of handle, you know. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Finish looks quite good. You can see, don't know if you can see the sort of striping on the mango wood there. Comes up to top of my trousers, which is top of my hip. So that's a right size for me, about 90 centimeters long. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Definitely, you can tell it is definitely a good heavy duty walking stick. I'd be confident using this, you know. So this will be for in the woods or stuff like that, you know, anywhere where you'd need a heavy duty walking stick. I probably will do a video after this one more video just showing me using it a bit, you know. I might do a bit of walking up and down in my garden just so you can see it that way, and then I'll do a bit of footage in the same video taking this out into the woods, because that's what it was for. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I may do another one where I just do it a little bit more carefully. I'll do this bit just slightly better, cut that in slightly more. Yeah, like I said, it was easy to do though. It took about 2 hours, all using very simple tools. You know, I used that my little cheap bench grinder, belt grinder, just to speed it up a bit, you know, help shape that top just a bit quicker, especially that bit, and sand down there. But you probably wouldn't even need that. All you'd need is a vise and some brass files and some sandpaper and stuff like that, and you know, hacksaw to cut the metal, maybe a drill. There probably are ways you probably glue that on if you wanted to, or cut a little slit first, put that on and put a wedge in, you know. But I thought that would be the most convenient way. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. I think it's looks good, the wood looks nice. Yeah, well worth making, I think. You know, I'm happy with that end. That's exactly sort of how I've envisioned it. So I could just take a little bit more off there, but I won't bother with this one. It's just got a slight bend anyway, so you know. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with it, and that is what I was planning, to get a bit of a handle on the top, you know. Yeah, there it is. Heavy duty walking stick made from a mango wood hoe handle. Very simple to make. Should only take you a couple of hours really, you know, and that's with very simple tools. Better tools, you know, you do it in half an hour probably. So well worth doing. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found something helpful, and you know, and I hope you have a go, and if you do, let me know. I'd like to see other people's versions of them. Alright, that's it. So if you ever want to support this channel, I've got a Patreon account if you wanted to do that. You can join that for $1 a month. That way you'll get access to some exclusive content, you know. And you know, it supports the channel, helps me buy the raw materials to make these kind of things. And then there's also GearBest links and Amazon links. If you shop at those links, I get something like 7 to 10% of what you spend at no cost to you. So that way you can support the channel without having to do anything but buy what you like, you know what I mean? So yeah, there it is. The hoe handle, mango wood, heavy duty walking stick. There'll be one more part coming up with me using it. Right? See you later.